Okay, how about now? Let's see if I can get you now. Okay, how about now? Let's see if I can get you now. Okay, I think we got it, guys. Let's see if it'll populate in there now. Had some buttons pushed wrong. But hey, like I said, we got some views, we got some things we want to talk about, and that's what we're going to do. Hopefully, we won't offend nobody, and everything will be fine. But hey, like I said, we got some views, we got some things we want to talk about, and that's what we're going to do. Hopefully, we won't. And it's playing my voice back for y'all to hear. And here we go again with this stupid same problem I had the other day. I really don't know why. Anyway, Judd Frey and Fuzzy the Frog going on. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to kill these audio problems, but it doesn't look like I got audio fixed. Anyhow, I may have muted it enough where it's not going to come over there. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. We're going to talk about some things today. First of all, to start the day out, happy donut day. If you live near a Krispy Kreme, go somewhere and get you a free donut. Free donut day in Krispy Kremes. Happy donut day. Also, today is the 32nd anniversary of the massacre protesters in Beijing, China, Tiananmen Square, guys, and it's a sad day over there. So our prayers and thoughts for them as they remember that. So let's get in some news. Let's get into a little bit of news. So yesterday, I'm sorry, the day before, I was talking about the budget and the negotiations. We're going to talk probably a lot about budget today. I've got a lot on my mind about the budget, good nor bad. But we're talking about the budget and this where the Republicans and President Biden are trying to meet in the middle, and they're getting closer. These two read this morning that they're getting much closer. I think when it's all said and done, we're going to be over that $1 trillion mark for the infrastructure. But yeah, so the big concession is that President Biden is going to back off some of his tax hikes and leave it about the 15% tax rate. And that's the big thing the Republicans are going for, that they're not going to have that corporate tax rate. So I bring up this, not, and there's still a lot of details. And I think that, like I said, I think they're going to be somewhere near $1 trillion. If you want to know my personal opinion. But the good news on the whole deal to me is that there are negotiations in Washington, whether it's a simple, to me, it's a very simple step saying that they can work together. That's the big thing to me. It just says they can and will. I guess if somebody twists their arm, they will work together. And it all goes over this. That's the big thing to me. It just says they can and will. I guess if they tax hike and I think that's going to be the key. So I brought that up to say that there's progression being made. I think there's progression being made. Also, I think it was day before yesterday that there was an article about out of the White House and Department of Justice that said that we were going to elevate our stance or our concern or our worries over as I want to say terrorism. Every time I want to say terrorism, because I think it is terrorism, over the crypto, not counterterrorism. Gosh almighty, guys, my brain just went blank. Over the ransomware attacks and all that. I do think that Um, there is great need for that. I think that we messed up and we've not focused on this enough. But because all the meat, gas, and all that are all effects or residual effects of us not paying attention. And we all know that the majority of these hacks and so forth are coming out of Russia. I mean, let's just be real for a minute. They're coming out of Russia. And we know this. Everybody knows this. There's no secret. I don't know that I think that I do think that Putin is knowledgeable of the fact. I will say that. There could be some skepticism and discussion about that, I think, over whether Putin is really involved or not. Who knows? Who knows? But yes, I do believe that Putin has knowledge of it. I know that they're going to talk, and President Biden said that it will be one of their discussions that he has with them at their summit. It's coming up in the coming months. So I think that's good. I think that they need to work this out. I don't think you can. It's like I think that you can look at it one or two. It's still the same mentality. We went through the terrorism, and terrorism still, and terrorism is still a major problem in our country and a problem for us. However, I think that we need to kind of keep our eyes to the old foes. If that, the Cold War and all that, the Russia, the China, and all that. I don't think much has changed there. I don't trust President Putin as far as I can throw him. That's my opinion, and that's based on my experience. And I served our country for 20 years, and that's just what my brain is ingrained to think, and I will always think that. No matter what, I will always feel that there is some need to be concerned with Russia. That's my mentality, and that can't be changed. So anyway, so I think it's a very imperative that we look at that cyber terrorism and that cyber terrorism concern nationwide. And I think that I'll just say this. I think that I'm glad that Biden's administration is going to raise the concern or worry level. And then I'm also disappointed that we've lacked off in it in the past year. I won't point fingers. I don't think that anything was done particular or methodical or anything like that to make us weaker. Okay. So everywhere every channel you turn on, no matter what you do, you're going to see something about Dr. Fauci. As I'm be honest with you, you watch Fox, you watch MSNBC, CNN, ABC, NBC, wherever you're at, you read it on Reuters or whatever the case is, you're going to, there's all kinds of craziness. But I want to sit back and talk a minute about what I got out of it. And I read an article that helped me out with this a little bit, but what the crud did we learn by Dr. Fauci's emails? Because, everybody, we learned all this about Dr. Fauci's emails. Let me tell you what we learned. We learned in the emails that he did not believe that he was being muzzled or quietened up or quietened down by the Trump White House. He felt that they were giving him a fair shot. If you read those emails, it's very clear that that's what he felt. The other thing is, we also learn that Dr. Fauci gets a lot of emails. Now, what really surprised me. If you look at some of that email, and I didn't read them all, I'm going on some reports email. He responded and answered to a majority of those emails. I mean, he responded and answered a lot of if stuff that I would know. If I was in his position, I'd be like, I don't have time for that. You also got the sense in those emails that he didn't like the fact that he was being put as a celebrity status, or that he was put on some sort of pedestal. I don't think that you can honestly say that he acted like in those emails that he was fond of. Now, there were times in those emails, if you read some of those emails, that you get the sense that he did enjoy some of the perks from it. So that's craziness. And I don't know. I would not want to be in his position. That's just me being real honest. I don't think that I want to be in Dr. Fauci's position at all. The other thing is that I picked up from it is people wrote him for crazy stuff. I mean, all kinds of craziness. There was things in those emails that I would never have thought to respond, that he would have been asked about. I don't know if you can hear me. I might. I'm gonna check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Maybe I've turned something on. I did. Check. Maybe I've turned something. Check. Maybe I've turned something. Check 1 2. Check. Maybe I've turned. Check. Maybe I've turned something. I did. Check. So y'all cannot hear me. So y'all cannot hear me. Check 1 2. Check. So y'all cannot hear me. So y'all cannot hear me. Maybe I've turned something. So y'all cannot hear me. Bear with me there. Oh, so y'all cannot hear me. Oh, so y'all cannot hear me. Bear with me there. Oh, so y'all cannot hear me. Bear with me there. Oh, so y'all cannot hear me. Bear with me there. Oh, so y'all cannot hear me. Bear with me there. Oh, so y'all can.
I'm ready.
Are you sure, Dad?
I got this.
Yeah, maybe y'all
I'm
can
ready.
hear me. I just
I'm
can't hear
Gerald
nothing.
Kelly. I'm 53 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a comedian. I've been doing stand-up comedy.
Maybe y'all can hear me. I just can't. Okay. Feel like a dummy. I turned it off on my headphones. Beep.
I've been doing stand-up comedy. I've been doing stand-up comedy.
Feel like a dummy. I turned it off on my headphones. Beep. Feel like a dummy. I turned it off on my headphones. Beep. Okay. I think I've got everything turned off. I can still hear it. Okay. I think I've got everything turned off. Okay, so it is doing the same thing it did the other day. I can still hear it. Okay. I think I've got everything turned off. Okay, so it is doing the same thing it did. That should do it. Okay, okay, is I have no idea why it's coming back and it's showing up to you as a double T. Is I have no idea why it's coming back and it's showing up to you as a double T. And it's delayed too. It's on B2. Okay. All I know is I'm going to play with it just a few more minutes. And if it continues to do this, I'm just going to lose my mind. It's the weirdest thing in the world, guys. I so apologize. I don't know where to click. I don't know what to click to make it stop. It for real, it's just driving me crazy. All right, guys, I apologize. I'm going to turn them, stop the stream now, and try to figure it out. I apologize so much. Please come back on Tuesday. I'll be back and we'll talk about some of these things. All right, much love. We appreciate y'all. I'll figure out these audio issues and we'll get back with you.